Where are you? YouTube, drop a comment. Let me see you. I can't see you guys. Can't find you. I have somebody who went to Lagos. Oh, beautiful. Why is everything on pause? Worry. Oh, great. Oh, great. You can see me now, right? Yes, you're going to get my slides after. You're going to get my documents after, and you're going to be a copywriter after. Those are two things that you're going to be. One, you're going to get my slide, and two, you're going to be a copywriter. So, are we ready? Beautiful. So, why did you pay for this training? I need you guys to answer me. One last, okay, from Enugu. This time, you guys are doing great. I love people from the east. That's where I'm from technically. Okay. Why did you pay for this training? Don't tell me it's because your mommy say you should pay. Oh. I don't want to hear those kind of answer. My mommy say I should pay. Seriously. To add value to yourself, okay. Pay Chibuzo. That's great. Like, why did you like? I want to see real reasons, not all those betcherized reasons. You're trying to be touche. The real reason. Somebody's supposed to write, "I'm tired of poverty. I paid because I'm poverty and I want to wage a war." So because I said you should not say it, innocent. The guy called my daddy asked me to learn. What's that? The exact thing I said you shouldn't say. Good. If I Chuku is getting it to make money, see, listen, if you're doing this training and you're not yet to make money, I'm not sure you're in the right place. This is not for people who are looking for girlfriends. This training is not for people that are looking for boyfriends. It's not for people who are looking for. I'm very serious. This is for people who want to make money. Do you understand? This is for well done to upskill, financial breakthrough, good victory. That's the kind of expectation you need to have. To add value and knowledge, Emeka, that's also great. Financial stability, beautiful. To get the skills. Now, the reason why I'm asking this question, and some people may not understand it, but I need you to know it. If you start this training without a goal in mind, without something you want to achieve, you're not going to make the best out of it. I'm being very sincere. You are the kind of person that after 3 weeks, you're going to drop out. You're going to drop out after 3 weeks. You need to have a goal that is big enough to keep you inside the training for 8 weeks. Do you understand? Some of you that are having goals like to acquire knowledge, it's not knowledge you're acquiring, bro. You are going to be given assignments. 1 hour 30 minutes classes 4 times a week. Do you understand? It's more than some of you who attend lectures in school. It's more than your entire weekly attendance, because some of you just go to class or go to school, you don't attend lectures. That's the truth. I love Chijoke. Chijoke is talking about passion. He has love and interest for tech. See, listen, if you don't have a big why, a big major why you're doing this thing, you will most likely not stay to the end of the training. So I want you guys to reestablish this thing. Have a goal to shift from your current traditional career path to tech. Have a goal to learn it as an extra skill so you can have a side hustle. Have a goal for you to use the skill to build your business. Have a goal for you to use the skill to build a business, to start a new business. Do you understand? This is the kind of thing you need to have in your mind. You get the point. If not, by the time the classes start getting harsh or hard or tough, because it's going to be, just so that you guys know, you get, like, it's going to be. So you need to be able to know, no, I want to achieve this. I'm going to show up. I'm going to watch the replay, even if I miss the class. That is what it takes to succeed. Do you understand? You're not the first person paying for training. You're not going to be the last. This industry is full of dropouts. Global, like 90% of people who drop out in life, they drop out from skill trainings. Good. Stanley wants to get into tech. So please have a great and very intentional goal. If you don't have one, get one right now as we are talking. You understand? Your goal should be, you can even say, okay, I want to learn how to teach my nephews. or your cousins. And so you go and tell them, I've registered for a skill training. I'm going to be coming to teach you by next month. All of you should prepare. Do you understand? Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Financial improvement. That's great. Add value to yourself. That's beautiful. Uche is a banker, is a trader from Nasarawa. Beautiful. Lekki, Lagos. Look at them. Lekki, Lagos. Look at them. I'm not going to say anything before you guys spoil my life again. The last time I talked about Lagos, my network disconnected. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? A friend of mine went for holiday in Lagos. I'm like, who goes for? You went for holiday in where? Lagos. Where did you have the holiday? On the road? Who goes for holiday in Lagos? It's a joke. Like, when do you want to have the holiday? On traffic on the road? What's your where are you holidaying? And I called the person, and I asked the person one day, I say, oh, I just called to check up on you. How are you doing? She said she's fine. I say, how can you be in Lagos and you're fine? You're a liar. You're a liar. you, can't, you can't be in Lagos and you're fine. It's not possible. How are you fine? Lagos is hot even in cold weathers. It's not that bad. It's a lie. It's that bad. Victory. I insist. Port Harcourt is not the best, though. They will steal your phone. You go across Moko. Oh my God, please let's not go there. I grew up in Port Harcourt. Somebody don't lie to us, wisdom. You want to deceive us. We know what we know Port Harcourt story. Just that we don't want to talk about it. Okay, guys. So copywriting. What is copywriting? First of all, let me be very clear. There is a difference between copyright. Let me type it for you guys. I'm going to be sharing my entire window. I think I'm going to be sharing my entire window. So wait, I'll cancel this thing and then I'll share my entire window. So I need all of you to, because I want you guys to understand there's a big difference between copywriting and copyright. Lagos is cool, nice, because rainy season just started. Leave that thing. It's because rainy season just started. So the weather is trying to adjust. There's nothing you want to say. So now there is what we call copyright and copywriting. So I'm going to, you guys should confirm you can see my screen. Good. So I want you guys to know the difference between these. Copyright and copywriting, they sound alike, but they are two different things. Copyright is a legal term that grants creators exclusive access to their content. For instance, if I write a book, I have a copyright, a legal license for my book. You cannot use my book without my permission. You can buy it, but you can't use the content of my book without my permission. Do you understand? If I sing a music, whether it's rap, it's hip hop, I have what they call copyright to my music. If I create a software, I have a copyright to my software. It prevents unauthorized use, reproduction, or redistribution. So some of you who are watching people's movies from Telegram, all of you, that instead of you to go and pay for Netflix, you go to Telegram to go and download movie that other people have used their blood and sweat. You are breaching copyright. Are you hearing me? Yeah, what? Yes. All of you, even those of you that own Telegram channels, you really actually own a Telegram channel where you are reposting people's movies. You are breaching copyright. It is not a right thing to do. And so there is also what we call copywriting, which is what I want to teach you today. It is the practice of writing persuasive and engaging content, often for marketing and advertising purposes. Do you guys understand what I just said now? Huh? Do you guys understand what I just said now? Hey, I have a problem with this Google Meet sharing my destiny. Okay. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. So because I need you guys to be able to understand. So I'm not talking about copyright. I'm talking about copywriting. I'm not talking about copyright. I'm talking about copywriting. Okay. So now let's look at copywriting. Like I said, I want to be able to see the chats from people on Google Meet because I'll be sharing my entire screen. So I want to be able to see you guys chat. So you guys should give me a few minutes. Let me make sure this is all set. Um, Meet, then okay, and okay. So let's do this. Manage recording, start recording. Okay. If you guys are seeing what they call infinity screen, sorry, that's the price of sharing the entire window. Okay. So we are going to be talking about copywriting. And why am I teaching you copywriting? Why am I teaching you copywriting? Because I need you guys to also know this as well too. I'm teaching you copywriting because the difference between you having a skill and you being a millionaire. Listen very carefully to me. I need you guys to pay attention. The difference between you having a skill, a digital skill, and you being a millionaire is literally your ability to sell. Are you guys listening to me? Ability to what? Your ability to what? Your ability to what? Your ability to sell. That's the difference. So if you like, know how to build 25 websites in one day. If you like, know how to be a social media manager that can change somebody's social media manager from 0 followers to 1 million followers. If you do not completely know how to sell, market these things that you know how to do, if you don't know how to market these things that you know how to do, you would relatively have a very major issue. So let me give you a practical example of it. I learned graphic design some 10 years ago. I think 10 to 12 years ago, about 12 years ago. So I learned graphic design 12 years ago. And my first job was 3,500. A friend of mine released a single, a music single, a song, and he wanted to do a flyer. You know those flyers they used to do for songs, right? And then I told him, oh, I can do it. I can actually do it. And then I did it for him. And that's when I realized that I can make money. Yes, that was the day that it dawned on me that I can actually make money with that design skill that I learned. And so I started thinking about how do I make money from the skill. I went to go, I text some of my friends. When people are having discussion, I'll tell them, I can do design, but they'll not be hearing me. Like some of you have experienced that thing. You're talking to people, you are trying to tell them something. You're using style to tell them, you guys should give me this money now, or give me this project now, or I can do this thing, but they are not hearing you. They are still discussing, no, we need to call a painter. A painter needs to paint this place to remove this thing. We need a painter that is very good. You are there in front of them trying to be like, I can paint too, but they are like, but we need a very good painter. They are not seeing you. It's because of your inability to sell yourself. Do you understand me? Are you guys following? Google Meet, are you guys following me? Good. It's because of your inability to sell yourself. You can see, you can be in a particular meeting or somebody is discussing cooking. They are like, we need to cook for this birthday. There's this thing we need to do, and then this thing we need to do. You understand? And you are trying to tell them that, cook, like I used to cook in school and sell food. Do you understand? I used to cook in school, I used to sell food, but they're not getting you. It's because you don't know copywriting, you don't know marketing. So this entire training, it's not just going to help you with respect to your digital skills, but literally it can change your life and your entire income. And some of you think I'm trying to hype it. Don't worry, wait till the end of the training. You're going to know what I'm talking about. Just wait till the end of the training. Okay? So Google Meet, I'm not sure you guys are following me. I can't see your chat. You guys should stop sending reactions. I want you to drop messages. Oh, beautiful. Bernard, thank you. Oh, great, 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 great. I want to be sure you guys are following me. Now, the big question we need to ask is this: what is copywriting? What is copywriting? YouTube guys, I'm sure you're following me as well. So, what is copywriting? Copywriting is the art of using words to persuade people to take action. Do you understand? When you try to use words say things, write things that will make people take action towards your goal. That's what copywriting is. So if I create an app and I want every single one of you here to download the app, how can I say it and how can I write it? Are you getting it? How can I write about my app? How can I say things about my app in a way that you are going to download my app? That's what copywriting is. It's a question of what do you say? How do you say it so that people will be able to take action? Do you understand? You can make hair. Some of you, what do you call it? You're a hairstylist. Yes. You're a hairstylist. Please, if you're experiencing network issue, leave Google Meet and go to YouTube. YouTube has way better adaptability with network. That's why we use YouTube. Okay. So, okay, can you guys follow me? Okay, beautiful. So you need to be able to, you really need to understand that if you know how to write a copy, you can go from just being a hairstylist to be a what? High earning hairstylist. You will know how to look at somebody and tell the person about their hair in a way that they'll be like, I'm coming to your shop, I'm coming to your shop. You'll be able to know how to use what we call psychological triggers. Are you guys listening to me? You'll be able to know how you can use psychological triggers. Yes, we're going to get the material later, okay? Just focus on the class. Psychological triggers to get people to make decisions. Do you understand? So whether you want people to buy your product or you want them to sign up for your service or you want them to click a link, anything you want people to do, copywriting is the skill that will help you know how to say it, how to write it, and get people to make specific actions. Now, some of you must have heard of something like content writing because you're going to do content writing, which is relatively what we call creative writing at scale to scale. You're going to do creative writing. And creative writing is different from copywriting. How many of you watch movies? How many of you watch movies? Now, I'm not putting, when I say movies, I'm not putting into context people that do Z World. All of you, like Lagos people, I sincerely believe that there's a particular problem. I don't want to talk too much about it, so people will not pray that my network will go off. But the point is this. Those of you that watch Korean movies and watch Telemundo, Z World, I'm not talking about you people. When I'm talking about movies, I'm talking about Marvel fans. Marvel fans, hello, where are my family members? Marvel fans, raise up your hands. Say hi, say hi, say hi. Good. All of you that are watching just people should go and stay with Lagos people first. We're going to handle your matters later. Z World, Telemundo, Korean movies. All those things. I don't know why you people do that. I don't know what's happening to you guys and your lives, but let's leave it. People that are in Lagos have a good reason for being in Lagos. So I want to assume you have a good reason too. I'm talking about good movies like Avengers, Nollywood movies. You guys are even watch. Just leave that one. Good movies like Avengers. Now, when you watch a movie, you are being engaged and you are being entertained. Pay attention to me. When you watch a movie, you're being engaged and you're being what? Entertained. So someone who is watching a movie is enjoying the story, is enjoying, this thing is happening. Iron Man just died. Captain America went back to the past. Do you understand? And then they're seeing the whole story and is engaging and is enjoyable. Nobody is trying to sell anything to you in a movie. Are you seeing the point? So a movie is what they call a content, educative or entertaining. It's what they call content. So when you hear content writing, it's anything that just makes you gets you engaged, makes you read, makes you enjoy something. So some of you that are very familiar with LinkedIn as a platform, as a social media platform, you're going to realize that on LinkedIn, most of what people have there is what they call content. This is how I got a job, how I lost my first job, and now I make 2 times what I was making in my first job. And somebody writes, I was employed in a company. First of all, the manager did not like me. The manager wanted to like me, but did not like me. And then I shouted at the manager. And when they write all those stories, and then I'll come to, and then they relieved me of my role. And I decided I was going to do better as a person. And now I have a bigger job. That's what they call content. Now, copywriting is anything that induces persuasion or makes people to take action. It could be content, but for the purpose of getting sales or making people to take action, it becomes a copy. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So, I want to tell you guys a story of how I went from doing 10,000 naira in graphics design to doing 1 million naira in design projects. So, the simple thing is this: I first reach out to my families and friends, and then I will tell them designs are 20,000. They will say no, they will say 10,000. And then I started learning one particular thing called advertising. I learned how to put my adverts on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you a story now. Pay attention to my story. Don't look at your sister and be gisting with her. Stay in my class. Leave your sister alone. Stay with me. Okay. So so I'm telling you, this is what I did. So there are 5 things I did. The first thing I did is I tried to understand which people pay the most. The second thing I did, I found out what kind of designs make people the most money. So I sold the most amount of designs, which is brand identity designs, to big corporations. But you see, it doesn't end it. The major problem with doing this thing is, how do you find people that are going to pay you? And that is why I am now hosting my 1 million, the Millionaire Design Masterclass. The Millionaire Design Masterclass is a place I'm going to teach you everything I did from going from what? 100,000 or 10,000 to 1 million. Did you guys see the difference between what I just said now and those first things? The first story I told you about somebody losing their job and how they got a better job is a content. This one now, where I started like I wanted to teach you how to make 1 million from one design. And then I ended up selling what? My masterclass to you. Is called a copy. Do you guys understand what I just said now? Do you get my point? Do you understand? It's called what? It's called a copy. So copywriting is, how do you say things, articulate things, talk to people in a way to sell your interests to them. You want them to buy from you. It's literally it's literally a legal means of putting your hand inside somebody's pocket and collecting money. Does it make sense? You guys get the point? You guys get the point? Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that you guys are following. You guys are very engaged. I'm so proud of all of you. This is good. This is good. I think this is the first time we have over 160 people in an entire class. This is like good in your first class. I'm very impressed by you guys. So now let's talk about types of copywriting. Types of what? Types of what? Copywriting. Now, copywriting is a bit more like, how do I put it? It can be in several ways. It can be in several ways, and it can be placed in several, like, there are so many ways copywriting can be done. And I'm going to show you principally about 3 major ways that copywriting can be done. I'm going to walk you through, guys, through some very specific things. Okay. So the first thing is what we call Facebook advertising copies. And the next thing we call is advertising copies are, let's go here. Watch this. Let's go here. This is Google. I'm going to start to type something like real estate. I'm searching on Google. I want to show you guys something. I want to search real estate. I'm looking for Google adverts, specific adverts, so that I would show you guys what this thing looks like. Real estate in New York. I know people in New York should be running adverts. Let's say real estate. Good, exactly. I knew people in New York should be running adverts. So watch this. You guys should pay attention to this. Do you see what this thing looks like? You see this sponsored? You see this sponsored here? Yes, the class is being recorded. Don't worry, you have access to the class after now. You see this sponsored here? And yes, I'm sharing my screen. Are you guys not seeing my screen? Okay, if you can't see anything, it's your network. Don't worry, if you can't see anything, it's your network. Just go to YouTube. or give it a few minutes and I'm going to come back. So this is what they call a copy. Becca's family apartment applied today. Easy access to downtown Charlotte. 1 to 3 bedroom apartment available now. Apply. You see this? Investment limited, residential and commercial leasing, vacation homes. These are what they call simple copies. They are very simple. They are very simple, but they are basically what we call copy. Now, these are advertising copies. They do it on Google Adverts. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Now, let me go back to my notes and show you. There are some other copies that some of you see every day. For instance, something like this. You see this design and you see what they wrote on it is what we call a copy. 3 big Facebook ads mistake costing you money. Are you seeing it? This thing is a copy. And then he now wrote, get my 4-step framework from consistent ROI. ROI means return on investment. So you see that this is what they call a copy. This is copywriting. The design, the design is graphic design, like you know, but you see this coming up with this thing is copywriting. How many of you would want to pay for something like this? Like how many of you, if you advertise, you want to pay for something like this? Let me even take it a little bit higher. Like let me take it a bit higher. So if you look at this carefully, sorry, let me go to the next one. Get ChatGPT certified in 7 days. 152 lessons, 99 AI robots, bot builder training, 17 chatbots, and chat trainings. This is what we call a copy. This is incredible. See how they started the copy. Imagine this. 1 week from today, you are officially certified in the #1 AI skill used by top entrepreneurs and agencies. Do you see how powerful this copy is? Some of you are going to want to buy this product. Are you seeing the point? You're going to want to buy this product. Why? Because you're like, wow, 1 week and I'll be certified. And I can, very catchy, exactly divine. That's the point. Very catchy, very catchy. So this is what learning and understanding copywriting is. Your ability to know how to craft this, how to come up with titles, headlines, things that people are going to see and they'll be like, I'm ready to give this guy my money. Come and collect my money. Come and collect my money. Come and collect my money. Do you understand? So some of you have seen stories of, some of you have heard stories of all those guys that sell water and they are like, recharge, energy giving water, healing, water of healing. You drink the water to clear all your weaknesses. All those things that people consider very funny, and then some people just buy the water because the guy is just being very funny. It's basically and essentially what copywriting also implies as well. Do you guys understand me? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Good. Okay. Now, what are other things? I want to show you guys one more, so you guys understand what I'm talking about when it has to do with copywriting. So there is this particular copy that I'm sure some of you have seen the ad also. This lady did an amazing work on the copy. How to hit 1.2 million in 30 days with TikTok Shorts. This is one of the finest copywritings I've seen. So this is, don't worry, I'm going to tell you how to earn for copywriting. So just calm down. This is one of the finest copywriting I've seen. How do you hit 1.2 million in 30 days with TikTok Shorts? Some of you, if you will use your life savings, and go and pay for this thing. I'm sure some of you, I can see you're going to borrow money to pay for this thing because 1.2 million. And then she now tells you learn. Do you understand? So what you are going to be learning in this class is how people come up with this kind of things. Now, somebody is asking a very important question, which is how do you earn from copywriting? How do you what? Earn from copywriting. So I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to search copywriting jobs. So look at Upwork here. Browse 550 open jobs and land a remote copywriting job today. Copywriting is a job. People employ people just to write copies. Are you seeing it? See LinkedIn. See LinkedIn here. 141 copywriting jobs in Nigeria. Lagos. They even put Lagos there. Because people in Lagos need to stop going to work. People in Lagos, like they need to instruct that all the companies in Lagos, 50% of the companies should not be doing physical offices. Yes. And I know you guys, Lagos people don't like all this thing I'm saying, but that's the truth. People in Lagos are suffering. How will you leave 9 a.m.? You're leaving the house. You're coming back by 10 a.m., 10 p.m. And you are doing it every day for 5 days. No pressure, no pressure. We are talking about copywriting here, so let's focus on the copywriting. So there's what we call copywriting jobs. Do you understand? No, there's no age requirement for copywriting. Anybody can be a copywriter. So copywriting is a skill that if you master, you can get a job as a copywriter. A company can employ you. See this company, Marshall Holmes in Abuja is looking for a copywriter. Are you seeing it? 22 days ago, full-time role. Do you understand? So copywriting is a full skill like graphics design. It's a full skill like email marketing. Some of you don't even know what email marketing is. Shy is a full skill. Do you understand me? It's a full skill. So this is also copywriting. Free masterclass for coaches, consultants. I will not leave Lagos people alone. No. You guys just got started. No. Lagos people, oh God, no. Lagos people are not going to breathe. Because why are you in Lagos? Have you ever sat down to think about your life as a Lagosian? Sit down and think about your life. You know that like Lagos can. I say it's copywriting we are doing. So free masterclass. You see this free masterclass? Get a simple 90-day system to consistently hit your revenue goals. Do you understand? Consistently hit what? Your revenue goals. You get the point? So you have to do what? You have to, when you look at this kind of thing, you're like, it's free. And I'm going to hit my revenue goals. And you go and do what? Click. You enter the webinar. So this is what copywriting means. Now, I want to show you guys what we call email copywriting. Yeah, you can always watch this later. I want to show you guys what we call email copywriting. It's one of the most important part of copywritings that you would know, okay? I'm going to just swap into, oh no, this is not the right Gmail to use, okay? Let's do email copywriting sample. Email copywriting. Email copywriting is also a job. Oh. Some of you don't know. Like email copywriting is also a job. Oh. Like people hire email copywriters as well too. So let's look at email copywriting examples. Let's look at images. You see, this is what we call, I want to zoom so that you guys see a few of them. When you receive something like this, when you see something like this, when somebody tells you enjoy 10 days off and it enters your email, this is what we call email copywriting. Do you understand? When you see something like this is Netflix and this is email copywriting for Netflix. So they tell you, hi, Smiles Davies, the free part of your membership is ending and your account will be charged after. Do you understand? So this is email copywriting. So when people send you things on your email, some of you, how many of you receive things like somebody tells you, you see your name on your email, John or Divine, you have 5 days to survive. No, they are not apps you use they're not apps you use for copywriting. Copywriting is just you typing and then sending, whether you're using Google Docs or you're using anything. Yes, now how many of you have not seen it? I've received email from people, Chigozie, you are going to lose it in 3 days. And I'm like, what's wrong with all of you? Only to enter it and they're like, the free bonus you signed up for is going in 3 days. Hurry now and pay. How many of you receive those kind of emails? You understand? 5 days to survive, obviously. So that is what they call email copywriting. Very catchy. Some of you, the only reason why you don't pay is because you don't have the money. Because by the time you look at it, you're looking at $500. You'll be like, if I get $500, I for the read email. So So that is actually what they call email copywriting. Okay. So there are different types of copywriting. Chiamaka, I don't understand why you say you're lost. If you're just joining the class, you have to go to like the beginning of the class. Okay. So and then start, or you just watch the replay. So now, how many of you are following what I'm saying? How many of you are following what I'm saying? Especially those of you on YouTube. Are you following? Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me be sure that it's not only Chiamaka that is. If my screen is not showing, don't worry, it's your network. Okay, beautiful, Amaka, thank you. Thank you, Faith. Okay, it's clear. Okay, okay, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me give a very brief recap from where we are coming from to where we are. Now, I told you guys very clearly that copywriting is simply the skill where you learn how to sell to people. How do you get people to take specific actions? Yes, copy works with design as well. You can write a copy and put it on a design and run ad on it. Do you understand? You can write a copy, put it on a design, and run ad on it. You can write a copy and put it on an email. That's what they call email copywriting. You can write a copy and send it on WhatsApp. It's a WhatsApp message or it's a WhatsApp copywriting. You can write a copy and put on Instagram on the caption. Do you understand? You can put copy anywhere that you want to collect money from. Anywhere you have people who are your audience and you want to collect money from them, you can use copywriting. It's your ability to craft words. Do you understand? And that's what I'm teaching you. Now, some of you will now be like, okay, how do you get started when you talk about copywriting? The first thing you need to know is what we call the buyer's psychology. That's the first thing you need to know. The buyer's psychology. So if you want, those of you that are thinking about how do I get a job as a copywriter, you need to learn copywriting first. You need to practice copywriting first. You need to now build a portfolio in copywriting, and then you now need to apply for jobs in copywriting. So yes, it's not just attending one class and going to become a copywriter. You can attend this class and learn, and then you need to practice. Practice. Write copies for people. Write copies for your business. Do you understand? Write copies for people. Write copies for your business. Okay? Write copies for people and write copy for your business. Now, some of you that own businesses here, I'm going to use your business as an example to teach you guys exactly how you can go about writing various copies. I'll teach you guys how to write various copies. Okay, so now let's talk about understanding buyer psychology. People don't just buy products, they buy emotion. People do not what? Everybody say it. People don't buy products, they buy emotion. Everybody type it in the comment section. People don't buy products, they buy what? Emotion. People do not just buy products, people buy emotion. People buy emotion, not just ordinary products. People buy emotion. So as a copywriter, what you are doing is this. You are literally trying to control how people feel so that they can buy a product. Do you understand? It is more like ethical manipulation. That's what copywriting is. Ethical manipulation. It's about how you can ethically get people to take a particular decision for their own sake, and that's good to them. Do you understand? Okay, he said there's what? A set of sentences that covers my screen, which seems to be written from what you're saying. Okay, I'm not sure the set of sentences you're talking about is my slide that I'm using. Okay, caption. Okay. There's if those of you that are on YouTube that are seeing sentences, click your YouTube, you're going to see CC. You're going to see CC on your YouTube, this thing. Remove it, click it out. It's caption, it's auto captions. Just remove it. Okay? Those of you that are having issues with that, it's auto captions. Remove it. People don't just buy products, they buy what? Emotions. So, as a copywriter, before writing anything, what you want to ask yourself is this: what makes people, what feeling? What do people need to feel for them to take a particular action? Because every piece of copy you write must trigger an emotion in the reader's mind. That is how you get them to make a decision or to take action. If you write a copy that is explaining things to people and it's not triggering any kind of emotion, nobody's going to take action on what you're saying. They'll just read it and pass. They'll say, oh, yes, you're correct. It's a content. If it doesn't have emotion and is not triggering action, it's a content, it's not a copy. It is only a copy when it has an emotion and it triggers what? Action. Do you guys get what I just said? Beautiful. Okay, so what we have here is what we call psychological triggers. Now, I'm going to teach you this thing from two perspectives, and I want you guys to pay attention. Now, if you're discussing with your wife or your husband, please leave them and focus on my class, because this is where you need to pay attention. Don't come and tell me I did not understand. This is the higher level to everything I just said. Now, everything I said is introduction. This is the actual copywriting. I want to teach you how can you use emotion to trigger action. Do you understand? Exactly. Good. Cyprian is saying he saw skill to scale Facebook ads and it triggered. Do you understand? It made him want to pay for the training. Do you understand? Okay. So you want to be able to know, how do I say things and write things? What kind of emotion do I trigger? Now, some of you that are running contemporary businesses, you have solar panel business, you sell clothes, maybe you run a boutique, you sell shoes. Some of you that are into real estate, to all these real estate agents, because that's what the most popular side hustle now in Nigeria. It's real estate. I don't want to talk about P1 people. Let's not even go there. But all of you that are selling real estate, this will be very helpful to you as well too. Some of you that are running, it doesn't matter what kind of business you're doing, whether you're a consultant, if you know copywriting, you can position yourself better when it has to do with copywriting or making money. So the first emotion and one of the most powerful emotions in copywriting is fear. You see, fear is one of the most powerful emotions in the entire copywriting. Now, how do you use fear and loss aversion as an emotion in copywriting? You see, people are afraid of missing out on things. More than desire, fear is a more powerful emotion. The fear of being able to end up broke in life. Do you understand? Some of you, if you sit down now and you think about Lamborghini, Ferrari, I want to travel to Dubai, you're going to be like, oh, I want to make money. I need money. I want to make money. How do I make money? But when you think about giving birth to children and there's no food in the house, you will just stand up and begin to hustle. Do you understand? Like fear, fear, fear of losing something is a bigger trigger. Do you understand? And desire. All those influencers that you're seeing, Davido, you see them traveling, Tony Elumile, you see them doing all those things. You'll be like, oh, I want to do it. When you're done, you go and watch movie on Netflix. That's the truth. I know some of you. So after hustle, you'll be like, see, this guy is making it. See his car. Oh, I need to make it. As soon as you're done saying I need to make it, you go to YouTube to watch Nigerian movie, Odogu, and Achalu. Is it Achalugo? Whatever you guys are watching. Do you understand? So you need to be able to know that fear is a stronger emotion. If you imagine your parents sick and you not being able to contribute money, or the situations going up at home, I'm sure that's what some of you made some of you to pay for this class. You just look at your life and like, even if they scam me of 5,000, let me pay them, because even my life is not even good enough for the 5,000. And then you just make the payment. So as a copywriter, you need to know how to use fear and get people to make decisions. Do you understand? So let me give you, there's an example I have here in my notes, which is only when you tell people that, see guys, I have just only 3 spots available. Maybe you're running a hotel or you do all these shortlet, especially Abuja people. Abuja people and shortlet. I don't know what they use shortlet and do to Abuja people. They baptize Abuja people with shortlet. In short, let me not talk about it. So all of you guys that do all these shortlets and everything, you get. Somebody calls your office and tells you, hello, I want to check, are you guys Odogu Shortlet apartment? You say, yes, we are Odogu Shortlet apartment. What do you want from us? And then they now tell you, oh, we want to make an inquiry. You have 2-bedroom shortlet apartment that's free right now. Oh yes, we have 2 bedroom. It's free. He has a TV. He has DSTV. He has Odogu TV, it has Netflix, it has Odogu Flix. Do you understand? It has plenty flicks. Whichever flicks you want, we have it for you. And the person is okay. How much is it? It's just 150,000 a night, and everything's going to be well taken care of. We even give you breakfast too. The person says, that's interesting. Okay, no problem. I'll get back to you. You see, that is the problem. The problem is that when they say, I'll get back to you, you say, okay, no problem. I'll be expecting your call. Ashi, ashi. You see, as a copywriter, nobody gets back to you. You get back to them. Do you understand? Some of you have lost millions on I will get back to you. Some of you have lost millions. So when the person want to end the call, you say, oh, wait. I actually just realized that a few people have made inquiries for our two-bedroom within the last 3 days, and they are most likely going to book. I cannot guarantee to be available when you are actually going to come back. As a matter of fact, we only have one two-bedroom left. Now, the idea is not for you to lie. The idea is for you to use the circumstances around your business to create the fear of what? Of losing out. Do you understand? You can tell them, this thing is 50,000, but if you're going to be booking this week, we're going to give you 10,000 discount. And it's just this week. Like, you just have to book this week. That's all. It's what they call urgency and the fear of missing out. So let me give you guys a practical example. Some of you that sell shoes, you post your shoe on your WhatsApp status. Listen and pay attention to me. Somebody sent you a DM, how much? Pay attention to me. Somebody sends you a DM, how much? And then when the person sends you a DM, you say, oh, it's 25,000 naira. And then the person say, okay, no problem. In your mind, some of you in your mind, you now be asking, is he going to buy? Should I ask him? When is he going to buy? Is he going to buy? Should I ask him when? And then you now do okay. You just type and then you respond, okay. And that's how you forget about that deal. That deal just left your table. Nothing leaves your table as a copywriter. As the person says, how much? You say, oh yes, it's actually 25,000, and then this is the only style that is available. Because most uniquely anyway, shoes are usually one style. There's very few boutiques have the same design of shoes, like 3 or 4. And so you tell the person, oh yes, and it's just this thing. And then a number of people have actually made inquiries, and I cannot guarantee you're going to see it when you get back. And the person will be like, okay. You now ask the person, when would you love to pay? The person's like, I'm thinking when my salary comes next week. Okay, if you're going to be able to afford 10,000 naira, you can give me 10,000 naira and book it. So I'm going to keep it for you. And then when you have the complete money and you pay, I will send the shoe to you, so that you're going to get this design, because I can't find this design again. This is just one design for this shoe. I cannot find it again. It's only one. If somebody comes and pay me straight up, you're not going to have this shoe. So if you can afford 10,000, you can give me. I'm going to reserve the shoe for you. If somebody comes, I'm going to tell them that it has been paid for. Do you understand? Not allowing people to go and replying them, okay. Are you getting the point? Are you guys following me? Are you guys following me? So you do the fear of losing out. You understand? You tell them this, like for instance, somebody buys a particular design, you get, and you share them a picture of that design, the same thing on an influencer, maybe Burna Boy. Let's say you sell male wears, and then the person, you go and snap Burna Boy is wearing a shirt that looks like that, and then you snap the shirt, and then you put it on your status, and then you now write, we only have one of these shirts left. This shirt that Burna Boy is wearing, only one of it left. Do you understand? Or only 3 of these shirts left. Hurry now, 5% discount if you come. That is copywriting. Do you understand? Some of you just be carrying things and posting on your status. Nothing. You're not saying anything. And then when people ask how much, you tell them the price, they go. That's all. Like, that's where your business stop. If they ask for account number, you give them account number. Some of them, there are people in your DM that have asked for account number 7 years ago. You have not gone back. Let me tell you, you guys should pay attention very carefully. Let me tell you how this thing works. When you are doing copywriting, you need to get to the mind of the person. Somebody who wants to buy a particular thing is thinking, should I buy it now? Should I buy it tomorrow? The money I have now can buy it though, but I may want to use the money for something. So let me wait. So as a copywriter, you want to make them make the decision now and not tomorrow. Do you understand? So creating urgency Creating urgency is one of the most significant ways you can actually get people to take action. So there is a fear of missing out. There's urgency and scarcity, which is when you are able to say, um, like usually what I advise people is, if you're selling something, let's say you're excelling, let's say you're practically selling social media management services. So somebody is telling you, because your first class is going to be social media management, and then in 2 weeks you're going to be a social media. 2 weeks from now you're going to be a social media manager, and you want to sell your service as a social media manager. There is a fear of missing out that you can actually use, which is more like somebody asks you, what is your rate for social media management? Well, how much do you charge? I tell them, I charge 100,000, 150,000, and the person say, okay, I'll get back to you. And then you can go and tell them, every month I actually take 3 clients. You get, and currently I'm working with 2 people. That if you have 2 or 3 clients, you understand. Or you can be like, I'm actually taking clients this week, and then I'm taking a client at 50% the current price for only this week. So if you really want to work with me, I would advise we finalize our conversation this week so that I can start working on your business by next week. Do you understand? Or you can take advantage of the fact that the month is ending. You tell them, oh, remember next month is August, and I would love you to start. I love to start posting on your social media account from the 1st of August. Do you understand? So can we finalize our conversation on how I can work with your brand this week, so that by 1st of August, your first post on your social media is out? You understand? So you want to be able to know how to use specific things like pricing, specific things like limited offers, and make people to get a decision. There's urgency and scarcity. There's the fear of missing out. Do you understand? Now, one of the things that some of you can do, one of the things, especially those of you that do things like inverter, is there anybody that does inverter here? Like, is there anybody that does inverter business, solar panel? You get? Good. Now, if you do all those things, let me tell you, one of the ways that you can actively use copywriting actively is this. If your competitors are doing a particular inverter set, your competitors are doing a particular inverter set for 2 million. Your competitors are doing a particular inverter set for 2 million naira. You specifically, or okay, those of you that are Ghanaians, like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 Ghana cedis, and then no, it should be way more than that. It should be like maybe 10,000 Ghana cedis. But however, like so if your competitors are doing things like 2 million, and you see their price on their website, like their website or their Instagram post, they're telling you this entire inverter setup is 2 million, but you do that particular inverter setup for 1.5 million. You can go to your competitors page, screenshot their price and everything, and put it on your status and say, this inverter setup is 2 million naira at market price, but anybody who is willing to do this setup this week, I'm going to remove 500,000 naira from the money, and I'm going to do it for only 2 people. So if you are somebody here, you have always been thinking about doing an inverter setup, instead of paying me 2 million, pay me 1.5 million rather. Pay me 1.5 million, and I'll do this exact setup for you this week. But I have only 2 slots, or I have only 1 slot. You understand? Are you getting the point? Are you getting what I'm saying? So that's another way to do it. You use market value. Market value. So remember, like I always tell people, if you have to lie to write a copy, you are a bad copywriter. If you need to lie for you to write a copy, you don't know copywriting, you're a bad copywriter. A copywriter is thinking of ways to take advantage of things. Do you understand? To trigger an emotion in people's mind so that they can make a particular decision. Are you guys following me? I need to know whether you guys are following me. Are you getting this gist? So fear and urgency are some of the most powerful proofs you can use in what? Copywriting. You tell people, let's say real estate. Let me use real estate as the last example before I go forward. So you do real estate. Another real estate company, they are selling their lands for 10 million, but your company is selling it for 7.5 million. Your company is selling it for 10 million. Use their price as an anchor, and then write your copy. You get? A land in Ikorodu so location, or a land in Lekki, or a land in Ojota, wherever. This particular land here costs 10 million naira. But this week, we are going to be selling one plot to a one lucky person. We are removing 2.5 million discount on a particular plot of land if you're willing to pay this week. So if you're interested, only one slot is available, not 10, not 20. Only one slot, 2.5 million discount. Now, you have used an anchor, somebody's price as an anchor, and use your price as what? As a base to create what we call the fear of missing out and urgency. So anybody who genuinely wants to buy a land, sees 2.5 million discount, you know what they're going to do? Do you understand? Okay. Now, the next emotion is what we call social proof. What is social proof? Social proof is when you use relatively, it's the same thing with authority and trust. So I'm going to explain the both of them. I'm going to explain the both of them at the same time. I need you guys to pay attention to me. Like I said, those of you that are discussing with your friends, I'm doing a class, I'm putting energy inside the class, and you're discussing with your friend. Focus on my class. You can use AI to write copies, but not as a beginner. Don't use AI to write copies as a beginner. Start by writing copies with your hands, first of all, and then develop your skill. Because when you start writing copies with AI, you lose taste for quality. As a beginner, you don't know what a good copy sounds like. So if you start using AI to write copies, how will you know when a copy is good and when a copy is great? So as a beginner, you want to study copies and write copies and forget about AI until you know what a good copy looks like. It's only when you have an appetite. Do you understand? It's like somebody who has never tasted cake before or never tasted a particular food. Okay, let me use Lagos people. Somebody who has never tasted what they call, what's this green food people used to eat in Lagos? Lagos, where are all of you? All that green ewedu, um amala and ewedu, good. So somebody like me now who has never eaten amala and ewedu and most likely never. Lagos, if you don't say I'm coming after you, it's just the truth. I don't know how people fall in love with. No. I'm not going to do that for people praying my network. so so somebody who has never eaten that meal before, and then you now give the person a food, the person will be like, oh, it's nice. Because the person has never eaten it before, how will he know the one that is good and the one that is not good? But a Lagosian, all those staunch Lagosian, all those people that say in Agege, Tomolu, those staunch Lagosians that have been eating ewedu and amala, Surulere, God bless you, divine, has been eating amala and ewedu for 10 years. When they see it, only eyes, with their eyes, as they behold it, they'll be, no, this is not the real amala and ewedu. Do you understand? You guys get the point. So if you don't have a taste for something, you don't have experience, you can't distinguish what is good and what is great. Do you understand? You can't distinguish what is good and what is great. So somebody says I should use travel consultants as an example too. Beautiful. So let me use travel consultants as a social proof example. So if for any reason, let me look for a way to craft it better. I want to use social proof, an emotion of trust. You get authority and trust. I'm going to give two examples. You understand? The first one is the number of people. So let's assume you have been working with a travel agency, and your travel agency have been operating for 5 years. And every year you guys help at least 500 or 1,000 people. Let's say you help 1,000 people book flights every year in your travel agency, and you have been operating for 5 years. That's, you have helped relatively, estimatedly, you have helped about 5,000 people book flights. You can add it to your bio as a copy. Do you understand? You can add it to your bio as a copy. 5,000 plus satisfied customers. Do you understand? Or 5,000 plus people trust us with their flights. You get? Let us help you too. Do you see how that works? So somebody, okay, imagine you see two copies. Somebody wrote, we help people book flights and save time. And this person tells you 5,000 people trust us with their travel. You understand? Let's or you can trust us too. Which one are you going to go for? Which one are you going to go for? You will most likely go for what? The one that has social proof. You understand? Let's also look at physical products. So somebody said I should use an example for physical products. Let's look at physical products. You sell there's this company that sells iPhone or iPad. They did something that's very important. They took an iPad, and they gave it to an influencer. They gifted him an iPad. They took a picture of their company with their nylon, and the influencer, please pay attention, and the influencer, and then they posted it on their social media and pinned it, and they ran ad with it. Do you understand? Now, legitly, they gave the person iPad for free. Do you understand? But they have used that person's face as trust mechanism. If this guy trusts us, like let's say William Suchemba snaps, like somebody like William Suchemba, to those of you Nigerians know William Suchemba, he takes a picture. William Suchemba takes a picture with an iPhone that he bought from a particular store. Do you understand? A lot of people will just be like, oh, if William Suchemba can buy from them, that means they have good products. Simple. Shikina. That's what they call authority and trust. Another way you can actually do it is for physical products. For instance, caterers. It's catering physical product. Let's say cake. You get. So the governor of your state is doing a birthday. And this thing I'm giving you guys the hack. The governor of your state is having his birthday. Do you understand? His birthday. You don't know him directly, but you know some people that know him. You get, like, you know a few people that know him. You can literally design a cake for him on his birthday for free. Design, write it, happy birthday, Governor Sanwo-Olu. Do you understand? Happy birthday, Governor Sanwo-Olu. Send it to his people. They can eat the cake. He doesn't need to eat the cake. But you see, a picture of that cake, happy birthday, Governor Sanwo-Olu, on your Instagram. What will people think? People will think that the governor of Lagos State told you, or they contacted you to do cake for his birthday. Are you guys getting my point? And then, if this girl can do birthday cake for the governor of what? Lagos State, she can do birthday cake for my wedding. Do you understand? Do you guys get my point? Do you guys get my point? So that is how psychological trigger works. That's how psychological trigger works. So an extra example. it's called copywriting. You understand? Authority psychologically. Another way is this: you do solar panel business. You understand? You do solar panel businesses, and the Minister of Works told you to come and install solar panel in one small office. Maybe the entire project was just 500K. Small money. It's not 10 million, it's not 20 million, just small money. They even price you down safe. You didn't even make profit of the product, but you shall still went to do it. Minister of what? Of Works. Minister of Works of the government of Lagos State. Do you know that you can literally write a copy or put on your website Lagos State government logo as part of the businesses that you have worked with? Because the Ministry of Works belongs to the Lagos State government, and if the Ministry of Works told you to do something, is because the Lagos State government automatically gave them the authority, and legally the Lagos State government relatively you did the work for them. So you can use that as a way to put authority as well too. If you sell, let's say you sell physical products like power banks, exactly. You sell power banks, like things like power banks, gadgets, and you have sold power banks. You have sold like 3,000 power banks. You have sold to 3,000 people. Maybe every year you sell like 1,000 power banks or 500 power banks, and you have been in business for like 6 years. So you have relatively sold 3,000 power banks. You have also sold chargers, and every year you sell 1,000 charger. And then, yes, every year you sell 1,000 charger. You've been in business for 6 years. That's 6,000 chargers. 6,000 chargers, 3,000 power banks, you get. Earpiece, you get. And the total number of products you may have sold is getting to like 10,000. You can literally say 10,000 happy customers are using our services. Do you understand? 10,000 happy customers, 10,000 satisfied customers. Are you getting the point? Like Skill to Scale currently now, we have trained people in Ghana. We have Ghanaians here on this call. I saw Sandra from Accra, Ghana. Sandra, are you still on this call? I don't know if we have Kenyans. We're supposed to have Kenyans here. Where are my Nairobi brothers? Where am I, Nairobi? I didn't say Nairobi people. Where are they? Please drop a message if you're here. So we have people from Nairobi, we have people from Kenya, we have people from we literally have people from 5 countries consistently. But you see, there's one particular Cameroon too. There's one particular okay, Mabel too. Yeah, Mabel. So there's one particular country, I think it was Botswana, one country, just one country, that we have only trained one person in that country. Only one person. Do you understand that we can say we have trained people from 6 countries, even if one of those countries only one person we have trained? Do you understand the point? It's authority, because it's not a lie. Did we train somebody in Botswana? Yes. Are you going to come and ask us how many people we trained? No. Understand the point? So you need to know how to use these social proofs. You need to know how to use authority to position yourself as an expert. Some of you have influencers. Listen, some of you sell clothes. You know people who are very popular. Carry one fine jean, and go and give to them. For them to just wear it and snap a picture, and then don't tell people that VDM trusts you, trust your product. VDM fans here. VDM trust your product. You get, if the whole VDM can trust your business, who are they not to trust you? Now, let me tell you guys something I tell every single cohort I take this copywriting class for, and I need you guys to pay attention. Please, everybody, pay attention to me. Some of you are coming online for the first time, and there's a misconception you have in your mind. There are 2 misconceptions you have in your mind. One of the misconceptions you have in your mind is that people care about you. People are looking at you. People care about your business. See, let me tell you the truth, and this is not to insult you. I say this respectfully. Nobody cares about you, what you do, who you are. The internet is not your father's house. Do you understand? Nobody is going to pay attention to you if you cannot make them pay attention. Nobody will. Some of you called skill to scale scammers. Now you're enjoying the class and you're happy. But you're part of the people that say scammers. Now you're happy enjoying the class. See, nobody cares about you. Nobody wants to know how long you have been in business. Everybody is interested in themselves. You need to be able to make people care about you. You need to make people trust you. Do you understand? Nobody will just come and trust you. They are not your family members. Nobody will just come. Are you guys listening to me? They are not your family members. So nobody's just going to come out of the blues and start trusting you. Do you understand? So you need to be able to use psychological triggers and use the right emotion to get people to trust your business. You are new online. You think people are going to believe that you can do anything? Oh, know how to use the right emotion. Get them to trust you. Get them to listen to you. The internet is not your father's house. You can be posting 24 years. Nobody cares about what you're posting. No like, no comment, nothing. You need to be able to drag people's attention. Drag them. Hey, all of you, come and listen to me. Drag them. Do you understand? Now, because of our time, I'm going to talk about one more psychological trigger, and then I'm going to talk about copywriting formulas, which is basically the peak of this entire thing. Okay, so let's talk about reciprocity. Reciprocity, and listen, please, if you're going to pay attention or all these ideas I shared, this one now, pay attention. This particular one I'm about to say, pay attention, Johnny. Okay, so pay attention very carefully. When you get to reciprocity, if you give people things for free, they literally will trust you more. Listen, if you give people things for free, they will trust you more and they will feel like they owe you. So An example of reciprocity is literally when you actually make hair. Let's say you're a hairstylist or you own a salon, and then you have customers, and you just tell your customers, this weekend I'm going to be washing hair for people completely for free. Just come with your shampoo and um, um, just come with your shampoo and some other things that you need, and I'll wash your hair for free. Now, imagine somebody comes to you, 10 people come, and you're washing their hair completely for free. Completely for free. You're just washing their hair. And then you're asking them why you're washing their hair. So when next are you going to come and braid? And then you're discussing braiding with them. Oh, I can even braid you tomorrow. You can just do your braiding tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm free. Do you know that they will preferably just come that tomorrow because of the free washing hair, because they feel like they owe you? Another easy thing is some of you do all this free webinar. All of you here, I'm sure. There's no way all of you have not attended free webinar. Who has not attended free webinar yet? Who has not attended? If you have not attended free webinar, let me see you. It's not everywhere. Free webinar is a strategy. Free consultation is a strategy. Prince, you have not attended free webinar. Mabel, you too. Why? You guys don't like free things. Lawal. Okay, you guys are harsh. You guys are really harsh. Why won't you attend free webinars? Anyway, me, I've attended a lot of free webinars. I don't attend to na trap. Innocent. Of course, you think everything is free. It's not free that ended with payment. So one of the things we advise our students at Skill to Scale is this. Your first customer, you should use reciprocity as an example. And I'm going to teach you let me tell you how to get your first 5,000. This is guaranteed. Listen, everybody. This 5,000 you paid for this training now, I want you to make it back in 2 weeks. And just do this exact thing that I told you. This thing I'm about to tell you to do now. Do this exact thing. And I promise you're going to make back your 5,000. At least if you want to drop out for the training after making, no, don't drop out. You have a lot to learn. You have video editing, you have graphics design, you have creative writing, you have social media management. Don't drop out. But you guys should get my point. So the first week of your training, you're going to learn what they call social media setup and optimization. Your first week of training, you're going to learn what? Social media setup and optimization. Listen, everybody, and listen carefully to me. When they teach you social media setup and optimization in the first week of training, go to 5 people, five businesses, people that can pay. 5 people, especially people that are not on social media or they don't have a good profile on social media. Go and screenshot one of their competitors' page. For instance, if it's a boutique, screenshot another boutique's page that is fine on Instagram. Bio, setup, logo, everything. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Screenshot their page. Go and show those people. Listen to me. Show the people, those your friends or people you know, and say, come and see this fine Instagram page. This person is doing the same thing you are doing. I can optimize your page and do your page setup for free, just like this. I will add story highlights. I will do your bio well. I'll put your link in bio. I'm going to do your display picture well. I will set up your entire social media. There may not be a business. It may be a personal brand. All those people that used to do public speaking, inspiration, aspire to conspire to inspire to respire. You understand? You meet them and then you tell them, I want to set up your page for free. I will do it for free. And then they are going to either give you their details or they will tell you to send you the info, send them the information, or just do it. You understand? Or you can collect their phone, especially if they are physically and you can connect with them or relate to them physically. You collect their phone and optimize and set up their page. First week of training, 5 people, free setup. Second week of training, you're going to be taught content creation, strategy, and social media management. Go to them and tell them, I know I did this page setup for free, but I would love to help you post for at least the next 2 weeks. I want to manage your social media for 2 weeks. Now, social media management is usually 50K, 100K, 150K. But just give me 20,000 or 10,000. I'll create 5 posts for you, or you give me your photos and your videos. I'm going to post them and schedule them for you within the next 2 weeks. Your social media is going to have posts for the next 2 weeks consistently. Even if they can't pay anything, they're going to pay you 5K. Do you understand? Imagine if 2 of them, 5K each, 3 of them say, no, 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 I'm not interested. But 2 say, okay, I'll pay you 5K, do it. That's 10,000 naira you have made from 2 weeks of training. Do you guys understand what I'm telling you? Do you understand? That's your first 10K. You get the point? That's your first 10K. That is how you use what? Reciprocity. That's how you use reciprocity. You come up with ideas, you come up with stuff, you understand? And then that's how it works, okay? So let's now ask. Some of you will be like, I understand all copywriting psychological triggers now. How do I actually write a copy? So I'm going to run you through ways you can write a copy. They call it copywriting formulas. I'm going to show you 3 copywriting formulas. Kelvin, you're totally lost. You just come in. You have to go to YouTube and start the video from the beginning. Go to YouTube and start watching the video from the beginning, okay? You've been here for how long? Since the beginning of the class, and you are lost? International logistics, export and import. Okay, let me see if I can use international logistics as an example. Perfume business. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 examples. Perfume and logistics, international logistics. Let me see if I can have one. Music distribution platform as an example. Okay, Kelvin, go to YouTube, leave Google Meet. Google Meet needs a lot of network. Kelvin, leave Google Meet and go to YouTube, please. YouTube people are enjoying. See how they're just here enjoying me, looking at me. Very happy people. It's Google Meet people that I'm not seeing your screen. It's cracking. YouTube people are just enjoying their lives. Okay, so logistics and somebody said music distribution. Pharmacy. Who is saying pharmacy? Chinedu. Music distribution. So I'm going to use these 3, and then if I have another example, I'll use music distribution. So the first copywriting formula is what we call AIDA. It's attention, interest, desire, action. Let me give you guys the number 1 rule of the internet. The number 1 rule of the internet is if you don't have people's attention, you don't have anything. If you don't have attention, you can't get money. If you don't have attention, you can't grow your social media. Yeah, it's better than YouTube. That's ridiculous. Okay, it's fine. Just manage, or you can just watch the replay. I don't know. I'm not sure what I can do exactly. My apologies, Kelvin. I'm not exactly sure what to do. So sorry. Maybe you would wait. You can try to watch the replay. Maybe the replay is going to be smoother. Okay. So number 1 rule of the internet is this: if you don't have people's attention, you don't have anything. Are you listening to me? Attention is the game of the internet, is a game of attention. Do you understand? The game of the internet is what? It's a game of what? Attention. So as a copywriter, you should be the lord of attention grabbing. You should know how to grab what? Attention. Do you understand? So let's say we want to use a perfume business, for instance. The first question you need to ask yourself is this: how can I grab the attention of people who want to buy luxury perfumes if you sell luxury perfumes? Do you understand? How can I get the attention? So there are so many things I can say. I can say something like after people see you, the next thing, okay. I would love to be writing it, but we are really, really so much out of time, guys. I'm supposed to be ending this class now. Okay. So let's use perfume business. Please, everybody pay attention to me because I need to be very fast. You can always watch the replay if you feel like you missed anything. So Perfume business. I want to sell perfume to people, and I want to sell to males. Now, this is one of the most important things. Before you pick a copywriting formula, be sure of the product you're selling and be sure of the person you're selling it to. Do you understand? Product and people. Two P's. Product and what? Everybody say product and people. Product and people. Write it in the comment section. Yes, there's going to be room for questions. Product and people. So if you're using the IDA formula, you want to be able to get people's attention first. So the first thing is, if I want to sell perfume to males, you understand, I can be like, guy, I want to use something and I don't want to sound insulting. I don't want to sound insulting. The perfume has to do with smell and fragrance and odor. So like you need to make it to you cannot write copies that people are going to feel insulted by it. You understand? You get. So let's say I sell very strong perfume. So it'll be like, are you not tired? Are you not tired of buying? Are you not tired of buying perfumes? Are you not tired of buying perfumes that after 5 minutes you can't perceive the fragrance again? You get. Or stop buying perfumes that's that the fragrance expires after 5 minutes. You get. So, or I can use a headline: go from perfumes that only last for 5 minutes to perfumes that can last for 5 days. Do you understand? That's what they call a headline, an attention grabbing headline. So imagine if you see a headline, you can understand. Go from buying perfumes that can last 5 minutes to buying perfumes that can last for 5 days. Do you understand it? So it's a very strong what? Headline, you get. So you want to be able to write things, you get. Or do you think your perfume doesn't last, or does your perfume last as a guy? You understand? And then how can you get perfume that can last for as much as 5 days? So that is basically what we call attention grabbing headlines. Okay, it's what they call a hook. Now, the second thing is interest. How do you keep their interest? You keep their interest by telling them things that they want to listen or they want to hear. So let me go from perfumes that last 5 minutes to perfumes that last 5 days. That's my headline. My interest to be, as a guy, how people, like how you scent or your fragrance literally determines how people treat you. You cannot be a guy, you cannot be an odogu like yourself, and you're smelling like one banker, or you cannot be like a odogu and then you're smelling like ah, well, I don't want to use insulting examples because there are a lot of people who write copies and they make their copy sound like they're insulting somebody, you get. So you want to be able to use things that are both very interesting but are not necessarily like they're not insulting, they're interesting. So I can be like a whole odogu like you have to be smelling like your future. You have to be smelling like the kind of places you want to enter. You understand? And that is the reason why you should stop buying cheap perfumes that do not last. So you create desire. Imagine buying a perfume that you step into the room and everybody turns to know who just came in. Not just because of the perfume is thick, but because you smell nice. Have you ever been complimented by your girlfriend that you smell nice? This can also be a hook. Have you ever been complimented by your girlfriend that you smell nice? You understand? So as an odogu, you need to make sure that your fragrance is felt, not just what? You can't wear a perfume and smell like carbide. Darlington, I just say you should not use insulting this thing. You now carried the worst. It's smelling like carbide. Darlington. If you guys allow me to my example, this thing. Okay. So you want to be able to tell them you can't be an odogo and then you smell like this, and then you create desire. You understand? You see, a lot of people who buy my perfumes literally come back to buy every single time it finished. So I've had customers for 5 years. You get, because they buy the right perfume. It smells nice. When they step into the rooms, people hear their presence. Not just they don't perceive them, they hear them. The perfume is loud. You understand? Okay. So then you want to tell them, send me a DM if you're interested, or send me a DM to get your own luxury perfume, or send me a DM if you're interested to know which perfume fits you well. You understand? And so this carbide thing is very bad. See if I Chuku, if I Chuku wants to kill us. If I Chuku say smell like Odogu instead of Odiego. If I Chuku come and collect 500 airtime in my DM. Come and collect 500 airtime. If I Chuku come and collect 500 airtime. This is too good. this is too good. You guys understand? So if you're using the IDA formula, you want to do attention, you want to do interest, you want to do desire, and then action. A simple example I have here is, are you struggling to lose fat? Most diets fail because people slow down on metabolism. Some of you don't understand what metabolism is, but that's by the way. With our 21-day program, you will burn fat while still eating delicious meals. Do you see that? You will burn fat while still eating what? Delicious meals. You get? So this is like, oh, then you should join now, get 50% discount. So this is what a short copy with the IDA formula sounds like. Do you understand? 4 simple lines: attention, interest, desire, action. Does it make sense? David said I should talk about church. Hey God. Copy for church. I don't know how to do, David. I don't know how to help you right now. Life-changing miracle service. Come and see the glory of God. David, I'm going to have to think about that. So, you guys allow me to teach me. I need to go and do all that things. Okay. So let's use the second copywriting formula, which is problem, agitate, solution. Problem, agitate, solutions. Okay. So problem is this. Let's say logistics. Let's use international logistics. So international logistics is, are you trying to, or do you have difficulty ordering products and getting them from China to Nigeria? Or do you have challenges getting a product from Nigeria to the UK? Are your customers in UK finding it difficult to get your products on time? Or are your customers in the US finding it difficult to get your product on time? That's a problem, you understand? Then you agitate the problem. Most people have lost business from high-paying customers in the UK, in the US, because they don't have a trusted logistics company that can help deliver products to them accurately. Do you understand? You see that? So that is basically problem, agitate. You agitate the problem. People have lost millions. Or how much millions have you lost to poor logistics? What if you have a reliable logistics partner that can take your product from Nigeria to China, from China to UK? Do you understand? So this is what we call problem, agitate, solution. Do you guys understand this second example? Okay. Do you guys understand the second attachment? Good, beautiful. So this is what they call PAS, problem, agitate, solution. Do you understand? Problem, agitate, solution. Now let's look at the last one, before after bridge. This music distribution business. Why are you guys still talking about pastors and church copywriting? I thought, you know what, I'm going to do an example with this one for church. You can actually use copywriting for church products, okay? Whether it's services or is your pastor's book, or is a book for like your book as a Christian. Maybe you wrote a book or a devotional or something. You can actually sell it using copywriting. Yes, and I'm going to teach you how to do that as well too. Copywriting applies to God and spiritual matters. It just depends on whether that is the same thing, that maybe it's within your consecrations and anything, okay? And I don't think there's anybody here trying to play with God or play with spiritual things. That's not the intentions. Everybody here, personally, I love and honor God, and I don't think it's a problem for anybody here. So so just so that we get back into focus, okay? So I will do an example with church and something spiritual, so that we can actually be able to learn and you can have a broad applicability of it. Now, we've talked about IDA, we've talked about problem, agitate, solution, you understand. Another thing, let me even use another example with PAS and using church as well too. So you can do somebody who is like, you want to do a church, you want to do a church copy. You get, maybe your pastor is doing a teaching on breaking strongholds. Your pastor is doing a teaching on breaking strongholds, and you can write a copy saying, have you been struggling with addiction, spiritual oppressions? Do you feel like something is wrong with your spiritual life, or you're struggling with some demonic attacks? You get, um, um, God has created a solution for you. You are not supposed to be going through all those pains and all those struggles. And that is why you need to attend a Breaking Stronghold service at Gospel Missions International. Do you understand? So you do the problem. What are people facing? Agitate the problem. You don't deserve to be going through that. God has made a solution for you. Solution. Buy this book, you get, or um, attend the services or this. Does it make sense? Good, that's it. So this is PAS as it applies to two things. So I'm going to do before after bridge for music businesses. So if somebody, if I understand music distribution very well, is somebody sings a song and the person is trying to get a lot of people to listen to it. You understand? Two ways you can do it. One way is before after bridge has to be storytelling. It's basically storytelling. Do you understand? Before after bridge is basically storytelling. So a way you can do that is very simple. You can literally think about a story. Let's say Chike. You know Chike Ba? Let's say Chike sang 14 songs. I don't know. I'm just coming up with a story. Okay. You have to look for a story that works. Okay. Let's say there's a story of a musician. Let's say Chike. He wrote 14 songs, and then, but he had poor distribution and nobody heard those songs. And then he was able to partner with a music distribution label or company that was able to push that his most popular song. I think that's that his semi-love song or something like that. So like he was able to push this particular song, you understand? And currently now, Chike, maybe they currently pay, let's say 25 or 30 million naira to Chike for every show he does. You get? And you're not like, if you are into the music business, your talent is nothing without good distribution. Call me now, let's discuss how we can take your music to the next level. Another way you can do it is to tell the story of one of your clients. You understand? John did 3 songs. John went for 3 songs to currently he hit his first 1 million streams on Spotify. So that is before, after. Before, John went from 3 songs with 3,000 listens. You get, right? That's what they call it, like listens, yeah, streams rather. 3,000 streams to 3 million streams in just 60 days. You understand? Or in just 90 days. So you say the before. Where was John before? John was a musician, and the highest number of streams he had done is 3,000 streams. Or you can do it this way. John went from sending his music to all his contacts to having 1 million people across the world listen to his music. Do you see it? Before, after. Do you understand? So John went from 3,000 streams to 3 million streams, or John went for sending and spamming group chats with his music to having 3 million people listen to his music across the world. And everything was possible because of what? He picked the right distribution partners. If you're a musician and you're interested in what? Having the right distribution partner, getting your music to be streamed and listened all over, talk to me. You understand? Send me a DM, let's get started. Do you understand? Okay? Do you get the point? What makes copywriting different from content writing? Because all the examples you're giving. No, Faith, you're just joining the class. I had given a clear difference between copywriting and content writing. You get? I talked about movies as content and ads. You see all those glow ads. You see all those basket mounts. No, basket mount does a lot of adverts for big brands. You see basket mounts and his glow advert and all those things. That is a major difference. Content is movies. They are stories. They are not telling you to do anything. They are just inspiring you, educating you. Copy is not stories, getting you to take action. It's getting you to buy something. So you're just joining. If you're just joining, please go back to the beginning of the class and make sure you go through it. Okay? Do you understand? Do you guys get me? Good. So music business, before, after, bridge. You can use it for anything as well too. Do you understand? And you sell clothes, you can use it. Let me see. There's one more person that said you do something. Um, okay, I've actually missed that. So whether you're selling clothes, so let me make it very easy for you guys to understand what I just said now. You can write a copy by first understanding psychological trigger. What psychological trigger do you want to use? Is it fear? Is it urgency? Do you understand? What is your ideal psychological trigger? That's the first thing. The second thing you need to decide is this: what copywriting formula do I use? So if my ideal psychological trigger is fear, what do I want to tell people? Do I want to tell them that I'm giving them 50% off and I have only one person left, one slot? One person is going to get my product at 50%, only valid for today. So how do I now add that into my copy? Do you understand? Okay. Now let me also teach you guys how to come up with headlines. Yes, you're going to get this document. So let me tell you guys how to come up with headlines. So there are 5 basic ways you can come up with headlines, and I gave you examples here. Oh, let me zoom in back. I gave you guys examples here. So you're going to see one of the examples here is how to headlines, how to write emails that get 3x more replies. Or you can do how you can get 20 million people to stream your music for the music business. You can do how you can get 20 million people to stream your music. You can also do list-based headlines. You understand? This is the one thing you can do to move your music from 1,000 streams to 1 million streams. You get? Or if you can also do this thing with 3 things. These are 3 things you can do. The first thing you can do is make sure your song is good and make sure your song is on every good platform. Second thing is this: make sure that you're able to set up and optimize your social media, so when people hear about your songs, they'll come and see you as nice. Third one, the last one should always be that one you want to sell. Do you understand? If you are using something like 7 mistakes killing your ads, 7 reasons why your business are not growing, give legit 6 reasons, and that last reason should be get a business mentor and coach. That is why my business mentorship platform is open for businesses who want to succeed and who are tired of failing. Do you understand? So if you're using a list-based headline, you want to make sure that your last point is the thing you want to sell. I'm sure some of us have seen copies like that. 3 reasons why you're failing, and then they now use the last reason to now sell their market. Do you understand? Now, one of the most powerful titles, headlines you can also use is what they call question-based headline. Are you struggling to get clients, or are you struggling with your natural hair? Are you struggling with your natural hair? Are you struggling to keep your natural hair? Is your natural hair cutting? Are you struggling with hair growth? You understand? Or are you struggling with pains in your arms? Like whatever. You use a problem, a question. Are you struggling with this? Are you going through this? Do you need this? And then you use that to do your headline. Do you understand me? Okay. What's wrong with Oketa? Okay. Somebody, 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 somebody. Please, you guys should stop doing this. Somebody just wrote on YouTube. You guys need to hear this. Somebody just wrote on YouTube from 2,000 streams to streams of joy. What is that? What kind of headline is that? That's not what I taught you. From 100 streams to streams of joy. What is that? Please, please, please. I didn't teach you that. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so you can also use curiosity. You can also use curiosity-based headlines, which is this simple trick can help boost your sales. This one thing can help you, you understand, can help you grow your business. Or this, so of you that do all these solar and inverters, this one thing, can save you hundreds of millions of naira in your business, or millions of dollars in your business. And what's the one thing? Never buying fuel and just getting an inverter. Do you understand? Exactly. Innocent. Are you struggling with getting subscribers on YouTube? You get. Those are good headlines. Okay. So you can use that as very, 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 very good headlines. So now let's talk about the body of your copy. You can use a story, tell a story, or just write copies as though you're talking to somebody. Imagine you're talking to your friend and you're trying to tell somebody about your product. You understand? whether you're using the PAS formula or the BS from BAB formula or the IDA formula, make sure you're able to like tell stories, make sure you're able to like use conversation tools as well too. Now, focus on features and not benefits. If you're selling a mobile phone, like a device, you understand? Don't come and tell people it has smart dragon chip. Some people don't know what smart dragon chip is. The only thing they know is the camera, the RAM, you understand? You can play game with the phone. You can snap iPhone quality picture with the phone. Those are the kind of things they want to know, you understand? You don't can start. Some people don't want to know the rating of the inverter you are using or the battery. They just want to know how long can it last. What can it carry? This inverter can carry your fridge, your house, your baby. Yes. Okay. So that's just like everything. So you focus on the benefit and not the features as well too. Now, the reason why copywriting is long is because copywriting is the bonus class and it's just one. Like this is just one day. You're not going to take another class on copywriting. That's the reason why it's an hour 30 minutes. So those of you that are a bit impatient, you can just go off and then watch the video later. Those of us that have time and energy, let's just round up the class. The last thing is call to action. Call to action is always end your copy by telling them to do something. Don't just do copies and you're like, you end there. I've told you about my products. No, tell them, call me, send me a DM, call me, send me a DM, visit my website, check the link in my bio, like, subscribe, share, comment. Make sure you always tell people to do something. Do you understand? Okay. So it's not a copy except there is an emotion and there is an action that you want to be able to, you want people to do. You understand? So copy is to stimulate people to take an action. Sign up, download the app, click here, do this, do this, do this. That's relatively everything that makes copywriting work. Okay. So there are pro tips for copywriting, proven, effortless, exclusive, power words, and all these things. In this note, I'm going to be sharing with you, there are examples of copies that I gave you here. This long thing now that you're seeing on the screen is an entire copy. This very long thing. Yeah, it's an entire copy. So there are examples of copies so that you can be able to go back and look at this example. Now, this is what I advise you guys to do. You're not going to be submitting assignments for this, but I want every single one of you to at least write one copy between the next 2-3 days. Before your full social media training starts, make sure you're able to write 1 or 2 copies. Do you understand? So do it, and then you can drop it on your assignment group chat. I cannot assure you that it's going to be marked for this particular class. It may not. I can't assure you that. But those of you that would want feedback, just go ahead and then drop it on the assignment group chat, and we'll refer somebody. If I'm free, I'm going to do a feedback for you guys. Otherwise, we'll get somebody to actually do that. But don't just learn, practice. Do you understand? Don't worry. God's going to create your assignment group chat. You're going to get that very soon. Okay. Okay. So these are examples of copies. I'm going to send this thing to you. You can see what landing page copies are. We are doing this because as a social media manager, you need to be able to know how to write copies, because some people will ask you to sell products and you need to be able to how to do that. Okay. You can always come back to this entire training to watch the video, or you can always come back to look at this entire training material so that you are very, very, very sure of everything. I'm going to take questions in about 5 minutes if you have questions, and they will call it a night. Okay. So any questions, please? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Does anybody have a question so that we quickly look at that? The assignment is look for a product, look for one product, one product. It could be look for one product. The product can be food, a restaurant business. The product can be clothes. The product can be solar panels. The product can be graphics design. The product can be social media services. The product can be piano lessons. The product can be electronics. Maybe you sell gadgets. Pick one product and write a copy to your target audience. Which people are you do want to sell that kind of product to? Understand? Write a copy for that. Don't do design. I'm talking about copywriting, not graphics. So I mean, if you have a graphics design skill, your copy can be selling your graphics design skill to people. Does it make sense? I'm going to send the link. It's simple copywriting. I don't understand your question, Emeka. For those of us that don't have laptop, can you? You don't need laptop for copywriting. Your phone. You don't need. Just use your phone. Your phone. Like none of these trainings need laptops. Okay. How do you determine the worth of your copywriting when you meet a client? You will do a research. You do a research and find out what other Nigerians charge. Relatively, copywritings are gigs. They are single projects. So it depends on how deep the copy is. I usually advise people that are starting, your first 5 jobs, make sure you're able to do between 5,000 to 15,000. Your next 10 jobs, make sure you do between 15,000 to 25,000. You get, and then you can go up from there. Okay. Where are you to submit it? An assignment group chat. You don't need an app for copywriting. You just need to use your WhatsApp and type. You don't need an app for copywriting. How do you determine the word? Okay, if the knowledge is applied, does that make me a copywriter? Yes. If you apply the knowledge in copywriting, you're a copywriter. You can add it to your CV and your portfolio that you are a copywriter. Do you understand? You have to submit it in the assignment group chat. You're going to get a link to the slides, like I said earlier. YouTube people, I'm not seeing your questions. Do you guys have questions? Will this be the only class? Yes, this is the only class for copywriting. Copywriting is in the bonus class. Your other classes are four classes. Okay. You guys are supposed to have orientation on Monday. What about the picture? Which picture? Mabe, what picture is that? What's the difference between email marketing and copywriting? An email marketer does copywriting, but the real job of an email marketer is automating the email process. An email marketer knows how to use an email platform to create series of copies. An email marketer can write 7 copies and all of them are linking back to each other. All of them are linking back to each other. Do you understand? So an email marketer knows copywriting and uses copywriting to write emails. Do you get my point? Yeah. The slides will be sent to you. Can you give us small enlightenment based on this topic? What do you mean by small enlightenment? I don't understand you, Emeka, what you mean by small enlightenment. I'm Precious. I don't know if you got what I said. So copywriting is basically just writing and knowing how to sell. Email marketing, you have to use an email marketing platform, schedule emails, create campaigns, automate emails. So that's a completely different skill set. Copywriting is just on its own as a simple skill. You can add copywriting to graphics. You can add copywriting to Facebook and Instagram advertising, and then you're going to write better. You can add copywriting to your content. You understand? So copywriting is you understanding how to write and make sales. You can add it to anything, even your current business, and then you can actually make money. He meant a template. Okay. What's the difference between copywriting and SEO? SEO, search engine optimization, is deeper than copywriting. So when you hear search engine optimization, it's about, let me show you guys. I'm going to share my screen to show you guys. Copywriting is about writing things online. SEO is how can something be searched? How can you find things? Okay, let me share my window now. So you guys are going to see what I'm talking about. So if I search for, let's say I search for um, burger, burger, best burger in Abuja, best burger in Abuja. So if I search for best burger in Abuja, if I search for best burger in Abuja, this is what they call SEO. You see this Trip Advisor. This Trip Advisor. Their website is so search engine optimization that whenever I search, as I search for best burger in Abuja, they showed up on the search. So when you optimize your Facebook page so that when people search for anything related to you, you show up. When you optimize your Instagram page so that when people search for you, maybe you're a caterer, you optimize your Instagram page so when people search for caterers in Maraba, you show up. You understand? That is search engine optimization. When you have a website and you optimize your website in a way that when people search for specific things, you show up. That's what they call SEO, search engine optimization. You guys get the point? Good. Please, can you send us this video to rewatch? Yes, you're going to have the video. Do copywriting go without design image? Yes, copywriting goes without design image. You can do a copy and give to a graphic designer to do. You can write a copy and give to a graphic designer to do. Do you understand? You can write a copy and give to an email marketer to do. David, please, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Lagos people, you see the way I've left all of you. All of you should be able to leave me in peace. Okay. So this is it, guys. If you, how do you move your copy documents into your DM? How do you move your copying documents into your DM? Emmanuel, I don't understand what that means. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. If you have further questions, Mabel, thank you. Send our greetings to Accra, Ghana. I'm going to be in Accra next year. Now, hope will be taught how to optimize. Yes, you're going to be taught all those things in social media management. You have nothing to worry about. Okay, I'm going to be in Accra next year. I'm going to be in Nairobi next year. So those of you that are in Nairobi and Accra, you guys should expect me. Your orientation is supposed to happen tomorrow. I'm supposed to take your orientation, but it may be happening on Tuesday. So I'm just so that I'm preferring you guys. The time for your orientation may be changed from Monday to Tuesday because I'm supposed to take it, and I actually have a number of things to try to tidy up. So if you're going to have it on Monday, I'm going to inform you on the group chat. If you're not going to be having it, I'm actually going to we're going to have it on Tuesday, okay? But your soft skill trainings is going to start immediately so that you can start watching the videos, and then those of you that need your certificate for your soft skill, you can actually get that, okay? So please be informed. Orientation may hold on Tuesday, as against Monday, as we had earlier scheduled. I'll drop a confirmation by tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Have an amazing night to rest, and see you guys during orientation.